Today I'm going to show you my techniques that I use to do my own pest control around my house. And I've done it for decades at this point. And I use a professional product, and I know professionals use it. This is what they've recommended to me, and I've seen that they use it on their trucks. This is made by Bayer, the company that makes drugs. It's a Bayer Tempo SC Ultra. And you can get it on Amazon or like other websites like I think it's like Do Your Own Pest Control or something like that, but I'll put a link to the Amazon products in there for what I use here. And you basically, one of these bottles is like maybe around 50 bucks, and it lasts for multiple treatments. You're going to be adding 16 ml for 1 gallon. But if you're having a specific problem with a certain bug, they have a whole instruction pamphlet here to go over, and it'll tell you like what type of strength to use it for. You might need to do a little extra strength or even weaker, but I do basically just the 1 gallon with the 16 ml, and I go ahead and I just get a pump sprayer here, and the pump sprayer is like 15 bucks or so at Home Depot. I could put a link to that. I also have an electronic one, like a Milwaukee 12 volt one, but this one I'm just going to use the pump sprayer on. Okay, so you shake it up pretty good before you squeeze the bottle to get it into this reservoir here. And this is pretty low here. I'm going to order another bottle here, but you squeeze it until, I don't know if you can see it, if it's showing up in the camera or not, but there's 16 ml in there now. Now I went ahead and I put a gallon of water into the tank itself, so I'm just going to dump it in. Pump in the sprayer, and you want to shake it up pretty good so it mixes. At times you could put it in first and then put the water in, but I find it really bubbles up inside, so I just prefer to put the water in first and then shake it up pretty good. So you want to make sure this is the pump is on pretty good and screwed down so it doesn't leak out. I'm trying to do it with one arm. But the other thing I use for my pest control is I have this like duster here on this pole, and I go around and do my eaves around the house to get off all the cobwebs. And this is just an attachment that attaches to this pole, and I have another video out that I'll have that I use for window cleaning. This is the Unger pole here. It adjusts to different lengths, and they have different size poles too you can go with, but this is also an Unger duster here, and it's great for getting these cobwebs off of the eaves. And this also used for the window cleaning products, so the squeegee and the window scrubber also fits this pole, so it has more uses than just the window cleaning products. So I'll mix this up. You can let it sit for a couple minutes and then shake it up again, so that way it's all ready to go, and then start pumping it up to add the pressure in the tank. And what I do is I spray around the perimeter of my house by going about 1 to 2 feet up, and then about 1 to 2 feet out. So you spray up and out. I'll show you in the video here. Let me give you an example of how much I shake it up. Just you want to make sure it's thoroughly mixed, so that way it's spraying an even application of the product. So I'll give you an example here with a duster. You go along your property and dust off these cobwebs. So it works great along the garage doors, and you can see here on the siding all the bugs. Just go and scrub off all the They like to really accumulate here under my garage lights, because my garage lights are on all night. So I want to do that, to knock down all the cobwebs. I don't know if you know this, but there's something about spiders. They can only produce so much spider web, so if you keep taking their webs down, they won't be able to continue to make webs. So just go around your property, do that. I mean, this is exactly what the professionals are doing. They go around and do this first. And the spiders end up accumulating. My house is under a big project right now that I'm redoing the siding on. So it's kind of a wreck on the bottom here, but basically up on the upper part here, I go around on the upper deck and I knock down the webs that are along the eaves there, as well as up above the front door over there. And so I start off doing that. After I do that, then I go around with the pump sprayer and start applying the solution. So I have it mixed up here, the Tempo SE. So you go and stir it up, pump it up. This is what builds the pressure in the tank in case you never used one before. Lock the handle in place and it's ready to go. So I'll go around, like I said, go about a couple feet up. Definitely want to spray around all the openings. I spray around the entire garage door, all the way up and then over. I go ahead and spray around the light. But the main thing, the main objective is to get a barrier going along the perimeter of your house. But it's obviously really important to get along the openings because that's where it's more susceptible to have bugs come in at. For the money you're going to spend on a pump sprayer and the bottle of solution that lasts for multiple gallons itself, and you're saving a lot of money. Multiple applications will pay for itself in the first time you do this, because what's the pest control company going to charge? They're going to be probably $75 to $100, and for basically what I do is I do this once every quarter, so every 3 months, and it works out great. If we have like heavy rainstorms, I do go ahead and do another extra application around the perimeter of the house just to keep it a constant barrier of pest control around. So, but I haven't had any problems with bugs coming inside the house itself. Periodically I might see a roach go in the garage, but it ends up dying. But basically you want to go and create the barrier 1 to 2 feet up on the wall and then out 1 to 2 feet, so that way all the creepy crawlies are able to cross the path of the pesticide, pick it up and end up dying. This is all a mess over here because we had the hurricanes come through. What was it, 3 hurricanes this year. So landscaping's a bit of a mess. So make sure I spray the flood vents I have here. Spray around the plumbing areas. Anywhere where there's holes, protrusions into the house, you want to spray those as well to help prevent any flying insects from going in there, and the creepy crawlies. So I have like an opening here, so there's like I go ahead and spray the entire crack area where they could potentially get in at. And so after you spray for a little bit, you want to continue to keep pressure inside the tank. So depending on the size of your house, you might need 2 gallons or half a gallon, so just mix accordingly. And you can always mix more if you run out. That's the beauty of being able to do it yourself. Just mix it up and fire your previous pest control service and do it yourself. So you spend 50 bucks on the solution, another 15 on the pump sprayer, and so that's 65 you got invested into it, and you have, gosh, I don't know, you have a lot of applications that you can do this. I mean, that bottle's lasted me well over a year. So, and I've actually helped neighbors out by spraying their places down. So I haven't just done my house. So the bottle lasts a long time. The other thing that this product is good for is if you have any ant mounds forming, you can spray the solution right into the mound itself and it'll kill them off. So like I said, this is the same product the pros use. Same techniques they use as well. So why not do it yourself if you're capable of doing it? Do it. You can save money and you get the same results. You can take a look on the line where I'll have the link to this SC, and you can read the reviews. I mean, it covers a wide range of bugs. I think I have a couple ant mounds around here. Yeah, I do. Which I did put out some bait to them earlier, a few days ago. Usually it's better to put ant bait out for ant mounds. That way they take the bait in and end up killing off the whole colony. But this is the option too, is spraying it. You want to make more of a stream and just spray right into the hole. So like I said, it's been a few days since I applied the ant bait, so they're probably already dead. But this is just a good backup to do in the event that they're not dead. I got another one over here. Like I said, all it's about is knocking down the spider webs, initially going around and doing that, and then creating the barrier of the pest control product. And then also you can go around and spray the eaves too of the house if you have access to the eaves. Spray up the upper parts, and then, but otherwise this is the techniques that the pros do, and this is your chance to save money using the same products that they're using. So if you found value in this video, please give me a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more DIY tips, tricks, and reviews, as well as deals on tools and other home improvement items. Thanks so much for watching. Have a good day.